Good morning, boys. Today is January 27th, and just a brief thought today from Psalm 22. Yesterday I mentioned that it's too bad that Psalm 22 was cut in half in our reading program. It is a lament psalm, and there are a lot of lament psalms in the book of Psalms. And there's something that we're a little bit unfamiliar with and maybe uncomfortable with because they seem to be expressing negative emotions to God, and they certainly can do that. Psalm 22 starts with a very famous line said by Jesus on the cross, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And there are a lot of laments that follow that same kind of pattern, asking where God is when situations are difficult, when people are against me, when my enemies seem to be winning, and it seems like God isn't there. And in modern America, it's fairly uncommon for us to express those kind of emotions, especially out loud or especially to other people. If we have maybe negative emotions about God or doubts or just wondering where He is or if He really exists and whether He's going to come and rescue us from our circumstances. We certainly don't want to express those out loud and certainly not to other people. But there's a large proportion of the Psalms are those kinds of things. And I think what's I think instructive to us is if you were to put all of Psalm 22 together, what you find in the second half is an expression of the confidence that the psalmist has that God is there even in times of trouble and that He will rescue us, that He has done that in the past and He will do that in the present and into the future as well. And then how the laments almost always wrap up is with a promise to praise the Lord after He has rescued us. And I think that's also really important for us is to remember that even after He gets us out of a difficulty, we need to go back to Him in praise, but also to tell other people what He's done to rescue us, because others need to know that God is faithful, that He is capable in our own day of rescuing us and delivering us and being near in times of distress for us. I also think it's important to see that oftentimes these psalms of lament express the idea that maybe we won't even see a resolution to our problems in our day, or not the kind of resolution that we had hoped for. But we need to look into eternity to understand the temporary nature of our suffering, that nothing's going to last forever. Eventually, we will be in the presence of the Lord, and all of our circumstances will have been worth it to get to that point, to finish the race in that way. Um, and I love the way that Psalm 22 ends. It says, He has done it. So they will proclaim His righteousness, declaring to a people yet unborn, He has done it. So God's sovereignty will be vindicated through all of circumstances in life. And we will know one day why everything took place. It was through the glory of God, and we'll be able to rejoice and give praise to Him because He has accomplished what He wanted to do. So that's just that thought from today, and actually kind of ties in a little bit with the Genesis passage here too. We can see as an audience looking back that God's about to deliver them from the Exodus passage, that He's about to deliver them from Egypt. But while they're in it, they all they know is that we need to make bricks, and they're not giving us straw to make those bricks anymore. So it's hard for them to see past their present circumstance to the fact that God is doing something marvelous and amazing, and they're just not seeing the completion of that yet. So I guess those two things do tie together from today too. All right, see you tomorrow.